This is lesson 2, solving a linear system by substitution. It's section 1.4 in your textbook. The method of substitution, we solve a linear system by substituting from one variable from one equation into the other equation. Remember from our last lesson that solving a linear system means to find the POI. So this time we're going to do it algebraically and not using a graph. Here are the following steps for substitution. We're going to start by isolating a variable from one of the equations, so either x or y. We're going to substitute this expression into the opposite equation that hasn't been used and solve for the resulting variable. We'll then substitute the answer into one of the original equations, and we'll finally state our answers in ordered pair. If asked, we'll do a left side, right side check, just like we did with solving linear systems graphically. All right, let's start our first example. We're going to solve the linear system using substitution. So here's our linear system, and just like when we solved a system graphically, we're going to label the equations as 1 and 2. Now the first step, let's scroll back up, said to isolate a variable from one of the equations. So that means get the variable x or y by itself. So get x or y by itself. It does not matter which one. And only in one of the equations, not both. So when I look, I see equation 1 already has y isolated. So step 1 is done for us. We don't have to do any rearranging. We're now going to substitute this expression into the equation that hasn't been used. So we're going to sub 1, so equation 1 into equation 2. So what we're going to do is take this part of the equation, which is equal to y, and we're going to sub it where y is. So I'm going to start by writing equation 2, which is x minus y. When I come to the y, I'm going to sub in negative x plus 8, which was what we had from equation 1. And then I'll finish it off. After x minus y, we put equals 4. So we took equation 1 and subbed it into equation 2. Now what I'm going to do is solve for x. So I know there's an invisible 1 here. I'm going to distribute. So that would be x. Negative 1 times negative x is a positive x. Negative 1 times positive 8 is a negative 8 equals 4. I'll collect like terms on my left side. So 1x plus 1x is 2x minus 8 equals 4. I'll move the negative 8 to the other side. So that would be 2x equals 4 plus 8. And then I'm going to collect like terms on my right. 4 plus 8 is 12. And we'll divide both sides by 2. We get x equals 6. So what I just found is for my POI, I found the x value. So for my POI, I just found my x value, which is 6. Okay, so I'm just going to review really quick how we did that first step. So step 1 for substitution, we isolate one of the equations for x or y. Y was already isolated for us. We're going to take negative x plus 8 and sub it into the y of the other equation. So we have x minus, and then negative x plus 8 is in the y spot equals 4, and we solved x to get 6. All right, let's see what's next. Okay, we're at step 4. We're going to substitute the answer into one of the original equations. So I'm going to sub x equals 6 into either equation 1 or equation 2. It does not matter which one. I'm going to choose equation 1. So equation 1 is y equals negative x plus 8. I'm going to sub 6 in, oops, sorry guys, I wrote that wrong. negative x plus 8. I'm going to sub 6 in where x is. So that'll be y equals negative 6 plus plus 8, and that will be y equals 2. And so I finished off, and that's my POI. Okay, and that's substitution. So that is where line 1 and line 2, if I was to graph them, that's the point where they cross. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a check to see if I did it right. So for my check, we'll do it over here. We're checking if 6, 2 is the POI. So let's start by checking equation 1. So equation 1, we have y on the left side and negative x plus 8 on the right. So my y value we know is 2, and I'll sub that in. My x value is 6, so that's negative 6 plus 8, and when I solve that I get 2. So I have left side equals right side. Okay, now let's check in equation 2. So in equation 2, my left side is x minus y, my right side is 4. So x is 6 minus y is 2, and I get 4. On my other side I also have 4, so I have left side equals right side. Okay, so I can finish it off with my conclusion. Since left side equals right side, therefore the POI is 6, 2. So we did the same thing as what we did in yesterday's lesson, just no graphing. All right, let's go on to our next example. We're going to follow the same steps for these two. So let's start. This is our linear system. This is equation 1, and this is equation 2. So first I have to rearrange one of the equations so that x or y is by itself. And I can see in equation 2, y doesn't have a coefficient, so that would be the easiest equation to isolate for y. So we're going to say isolate y in 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. I have negative 5x plus y equals negative 3. I'll bring the negative 5x over. That leaves me with y on the left, and I'll have positive 5x minus 3. Okay, so that's my equation 2. So I'm going to take equation 2 and sub it into the opposite. So I'm going to sub it into 1. So we're going to sub 2 into 1. So just to recap, since I isolated y in 2, 2 is what gets subbed and always into the opposite equation. All right, so I'm subbing 5x minus 3. I'm just going to highlight that. This goes in where y is in equation 1. All right, so let's write that in. So it's going to be 3x minus 8 times 5x minus 3 equals 24. And then we go ahead and solve this equation. So that'll be 3x minus 40x plus 24 equals 24. And we're going to go ahead and we'll bring 24 to the other side. So I have 3x minus 40x equals 24 minus 24. 3 minus 40 is a negative 37x, and 24 minus 24 is 0. When I divide both sides by negative 37, I know that x is going to equal 0. All right, we're going to now take our 0. So we know that that is of the POI. That's our x value of the 0. So we're going to take that x value and we're going to sub it into one of the other equations. So we're going to sub x equals 0 into, and I'm going to sub it into equation 1. You could sub it into equation 2. Either way, we should get the same answer. So that's going to be 3 times x. So now it'll be 3 times 0 minus 8y equals 24. So 3 times 0 is gone. I'll have negative 8y equals 24. And we'll divide both sides by negative 8. So y is going to equal negative 3. So there's my POI. Make sure you state it. And then let's do our check. So we're going to check that 0, negative 3 is the POI. Well, first we'll check in equation 1. So I have 3x minus 8y on my left side. On my right side I have 24. So I'll label, I know 0 is x and negative 3 is y. So 3 times 0 minus 8 times negative 3. 3 times 0 is 0. Negative 8 times negative 3 is a positive 24. And 0 plus 24 is 24. On my right side, I have 24. Okay, so left side equals right side. Let's check the second equation. So we have negative 5x plus y on my left. And on my right, we have negative 3. So that'll be negative 5. X is 3, so negative 5 times 3 plus, and y is negative 3. So that's going to be negative 15. A positive and a negative would be a negative 3. That gives me negative 18. And on my right, I have, oh, I just realized I subbed in wrong. My x value is 0. So let's take this out and I'll sub that in again. Hopefully you guys caught that. So x is 0, that's what gets subbed in here. So negative 5 times 0 is 0, plus a negative 3 would be subtract 3, which is a negative 3. And my right side is also negative 3. So again, left side equals right side, and then I'll make my conclusion. Since left side equals right side, therefore the POI is 0, negative 3. Okay, I have one more example to do with you. So in this question, we'll label 1 and we'll label 2. Now my video is at the 12-minute mark and I can't go past 15 minutes. So I'm going to pause it here and I'll see you in the next video.